Representative Susi Hamilton is a Democratic lawmaker in her first term at the North Carolina General Assembly who represents many non-custodial parents, usually a father, step-parents, grandmothers, and aunts and uncles. According to the latest census, there are about 200,000 residents of New Hanover County, and we estimate that roughly half of these people have some ties to a non-custodial family. In August of 2012, North Carolina fathers attempted to contact Representative Susi Hamilton to ask where she stands on equally shared parenting becoming presumption for all family matters in North Carolina. Currently, there is no presumption for who gets custody, but the administrative offices of the courts tell us that women get custody of their children 85% of the time. Given no presumption and such a high number of women getting custody, our organization has to wonder if there is actually presumption by lawmakers and judges in North Carolina. North Carolina Fathers is pretty sure that if women in North Carolina were denied the right to vote 85% of the time, the distinguished representative from New Hanover County would be on the floor of the North Carolina General Assembly wanting answers, especially if other lawmakers said there was no problem. Additionally, we wanted to ask Representative Hamilton if she does not support equally shared parenting and wants to continue with allowing judges to use their discretion, which is clearly biased, what she has to say to the many non-custodial parents, stepmothers, paternal aunts and uncles, and grandmothers that find themselves marginalized to a visitor role 4 days a month, assuming that child support can be paid to a big government enforcement agency. Representative Hamilton, do you feel that paternal grandmothers, aunts, stepmothers, and fathers have any less importance in children's lives compared to maternal and custodial families? Do you have evidence showing where children only want to see their non-custodial families 4 days a month? North Carolina Fathers is asking New Hanover County, North Carolina non-custodial families to visit the link at the end of this post to learn more about the federal legislation surrounding child support enforcement that is using your inability to get equal parentage and access to your children to recoup welfare money based on performance in collecting greater child support dollars. And we are asking New Hanover County non-custodial families to email Representative Susi Hamilton and ask her if the objective is to alienate non-custodial fathers from their children so that they pay greater child support, which then triggers greater funding for North Carolina social services agencies. North Carolina Fathers wants Representative Susi Hamilton, the New Hanover County Democratic Party, and North Carolina Social Services Agency to know that we believe that both parents and extended families bring far greater resources, opportunities, support, love, emotional support, psychological support, and empowerment to children than any big government agency just focused on money can ever bring. And, quite frankly, we want the representative to explain why North Carolina law and judges daily are pushing non-custodial families away. North Carolina Fathers also wants to point out that Representative Susi Hamilton was endorsed by the North Carolina National Organization for Women, which is the primary main lobby that demands women-centered courts. But what about the large number of women in paternal families who are on their knees wondering why they do not get to provide equally compared to maternal families? What about the female siblings in paternal families that miss their sisters? What about women who have male children that will one day be marginalized as the paternal grandmother? Earlier, we pointed out that North Carolina Fathers has asked Representative Hamilton these questions many times via her social media channels and legislative email address. And we are sorry to tell New Hanover County, North Carolina non-custodial family voters that she will not return our correspondence. Does this mean that the representative is more concerned about her endorsement by a huge political action committee than an estimated 100,000 voters with ties to non-custodial families? How many of these voters are women, Representative Hamilton? To help send this message to New Hanover County Democrats and Republicans, as well as Representative Susi Hamilton, North Carolina Fathers is asking that you follow the links to our mailing list and social media pages so that you can help us build an organization of North Carolina non-custodial families who hold judges and North Carolina representatives accountable for their clear bias on you.